Salut, bonjour. This is your second to last, so you're almost done with the passé composé. Sortez le cahier, and you are going to write down these RE verbs. RE verbs are the most uncommonly used of all the verbs, so there's only a few that you will run into. So take a minute, get out your cahier de français, write RE verbs, and copy these down. So pause the video and do that now. All right, welcome back. This is the exciting moment you've all been for. What do these words mean? We have seen these before, believe it or not. Does anybody even mean vendre? Now that's an R, obviously, because it ends in RE. It's just not very neatly written. Vendre. What does it mean? Look at this word vend. Any ideas? To sell. Good job. Vendre, to sell. What about perdre? Perdre. A lot of you talk about how you jouer un match, jouer un tournoi, and I always ask you, gagner ou perdre? Gagner is to win. Perdre, to lose. To lose. Voilà. Attendre does not mean to attend. It means to wait. To wait for. Attendre le bus. Attendre le train. Attendre pour la mère. I'm waiting for the bus. I'm waiting for the train. I'm waiting for my mom. To wait for. All right. Répondre. This is an easy one. Répondre looks like to respond or to answer. Good. It's to respond or to answer. And the bottom one, fondre, it means to melt. Me to melt. Me? So you may be thinking, that seems like a really random one to teach us. Me? But you'll enjoy it when it's all said and done. Okay, so s'il vous plaît, écoutez et répétez. I always want you to be speaking into your mask. I know many of you aren't, but please do. Me? Vendre, to sell. Perdre, to lose. Attendre, to wait for. Répondre, to respond, to answer. Fondre, to melt. Okay, so very similar to, I'm going to turn my camera. Very similar to when we did ER verbs. We took off the E. So now put your pens down, drop your pens. You're not going to take notes right now. We're just going to go through. So just like how we would take a verb like jouer, and to make it in the passé composé, we take off that E. Oh, the glare. That doesn't even... We all know, okay. And then we take off the ER. We get joue. And then we add that E accent aigu. And we get jouer, means played. Right? You guys seem to have been doing a really, really good job with the ER and the IR. We're adding this last one, right? So for example, finir, right? We take off the IR, just like conjugating, right? And this time we add the I. Fini, j'ai fini, madame. I have finished. I have finished. Bravo. All right, so now RE verbs. Voila. Just watch. Don't take any notes yet. Let's do vendre. Vendre. Now, I'm sure you can imagine what's the first thing that we're going to do. You're right, we're going to take off that RE. We're going to get vend. What do you think of a vending machine, a vendor? It's sales. Now, here's the fun part. We're going to add you. Don't take any notes yet. Don't take any notes yet. I'm going to organize it better for you right now. I'm just kind of showing the pattern. Right? So then you get vendu. Right? Sold. I have sold my motorcycle. J'ai vendu ma motocycle. Me? All right. So now we're going to take some notes. And then you're going to do a Google form. You're going to practice with RE verbs. And then at the bottom of the Google form, just to keep you on your toes, I'm going to add an ER and an IR. So keep your eyes peeled for those. Right? You should have all these notes. This should be back to back in the Cahier de Français because you're actually going to use these for video too. So make sure you have everything. So here we go. ER or RE verbs. Right? Same thing. Number 1. Take off the RE. Right? Number 2. Add you to the stem. Right? So what example should we use? Let's use fondre, right? So we're going to come here. We've got fond, right? Fondre. Take off the RE, becomes fond. Right? Here's our stem. Fond. Now we're going to add a U. I don't know if that's better or worse or easier to see or what. Fondue. What is fondue? Who's had fondue? That's right. Melted chocolate, melted cheese. Fondue. It's melted. So you could very simply say, I melted the chocolate. J'ai fondu le chocolat. J'ai fondu le fromage. Maybe there's other things you melted. Who knows? So that's it. So you're just going to take off each of those. So when you say, I lost the match, you say, j'ai perdu. Oui, j'ai perdu. I waited for my mom. J'ai attendu pour ma mère. I answered the question. J'ai répondu. All right, I melted the chocolate. J'ai fondu le chocolat. Oui, or you could say elle, because we learned how to use il and elle. So you could say, elle a vendu. Oui, elle a vendu. Can you even see that? I can't tell. Elle a vendu. Oui, elle a. That looks terrible. Okay, so never mind. Slow down, madame. I'm going too fast. Stop, pause, take the notes. Good. Notes are taken. And so you would say, she lost the tennis match. Elle a perdu. Oui. This is just an example. You don't have to write it down, but I know people like to if it helps. I'm trying to write it big. Elle a perdu. So that's what it looks like. J'ai perdu. I have lost the match. J'ai perdu le match de tennis. Pauvre madame. Elle a perdu le match de tennis. Oui, Tiger Woods a perdu le match de golf. Oui, I answered the phone. J'ai répondu au téléphone. My mom answered the door. Elle a répondu la porte. Oui. So go ahead, do the Google form. That is next on your agenda. And you're going to practice just these RE verbs, just adding a U. And then, like I said at the bottom, I'm going to throw in a IR and an ER just to keep you on your toes. But you have all those notes in your Cahier de Français. Or if you need to go back in the stream of the Google Classroom, IR, ER, all that is there for you. All right. Merci beaucoup. Again, you're only going to get one more passé composé video from Madame. And the next assignment that you're going to do, so after you do this video, you're going to use the notes to do the Google form. Then there's going to be another video explaining something that is going to be exactly similar to your interro examen for the passé composé that will be coming up. And then we've got really very little time left together. So we're going to end it with something a little bit more exciting than just saying I went, I lost, I melted. All right. So merci beaucoup. À la prochaine.